You're sitting in a dark movie theater. Movie's about halfway through and you're just engaged in it. Boom, 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 next to you. Like you glance over, it's like shake your head, like go back to trying to watch the movie. All of a sudden, the person is standing up and fiddling around and stuff. You glance over and bam, bright light right in your face. That's what we're going to talk about on Coffee with Alain. Appreciate everybody joining. Appreciate everybody watches replays and who listens to the audio, whether it's on the website, Spotify, Apple, wherever you're listening. Thank you to everyone. You know, I'm drinking out of Donald Duck cup because he's angry on that cup. And I sort of angry at that person at the movie theater the other night. Like, what the hell are you thinking? My dog has better manners. It's just unbelievable what people will do and how rude they are to other people and have no consideration, all trapped into their own. And so it's just, and I'm the kind of guy that I'll say something about it, because if we don't say something about it, they just keep acting it. And they need to be called on the table and told that what they're doing is wrong. You know, Larry Winget in his book, Grow a Pair, talked about the same kind of thing. And actually in that book, I think he talked about people being rude in movie theaters. And he's the kind of people that tells them to shut up or turn their phone off and so forth as well. I like Larry and I do the same thing. Maybe that's why I like him. Want to say good morning to Thad. Thad said good morning. Happy Friday. Appreciate that, Thad. So my wife and I, we went to the Amateur the other night. And so we're sitting there, and this is the dine-in theater. So, you know, have the big chairs that recline and the feet thing come up, and they got the little full table that flips over where you can eat if you order food and so forth. Not the old fashioned where you're just crunched in really tight, those kind of seats. These are the nice bigger seats. So we're sitting there, and there were three people to my left, and they were on their phones. It's like, why are you going to pay 12, 15 bucks to go see a movie and sit there on your phone? I don't know. It's, especially when they have the big sign and thing at the beginning of the movie, put your phones away, don't distract other people, be polite. You know, it's sad that we even have to tell people that. They don't listen anyway. They had the lights super, super dim, so it wasn't really distracting, especially with those bigger seats. You're sort of secluded. So I'm watching the movie, and it's not bothering me, because when they get really bright and bother me, I say something. I say, turn your damn phone off or go outside. So I'm watching the movie, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I knew what it was immediately. And I looked over. It's like, yeah, she dropped her phone. And these big seats, it drops down on the floor. It's hard to find and get. You don't just pick it up. Good. Now she doesn't have her phone. So I'll go back to watching the movie after that, you know, brief little disturbance. And then all of a sudden, she's standing up and fiddling and stuff. I'm like, I look over like, you know, what the hell? And bam, flashed right in the face with her friend's phone's flashlight. Yeah, she borrowed her friend's phone, turned on the flashlight, and is sort of looking around, blasted me right in the face, and is trying to, and I'm like, turn your light off. And her reply was, well, I dropped my phone. And I replied, you shouldn't have been using it in the first place. She turned the light off and waited till after the movie to find her phone. But just the thought of turning your flashlight on in the middle of a dark movie, blinding the person next to you with it, I just can't think of how somebody could be raised to actually even do that. It's just unbelievable how people have no courtesy, no thought of others, and they're all into their own damn phone. If you can't put your phone away for 2 hours and watch a movie, don't go to the movie. Stay home and watch it on TV when it comes out, where you can have your phone and shit. It's just mind-boggling. Good morning, Dixon. Dixon's here, and Dixon says, Youngins just don't get the whole absent screens concept, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's sort of sad that they have all these different creative ways to try to tell you to don't use your phone during a movie. I mean, sometimes they have the cartoon characters coming on, and when they make a movie, they make that little don't use your phone that sometimes goes with that movie and different things, and still people just ignore it. And like I said, this girl, besides using her phone and then dropping it, wants to turn the flashlight on of her friend's phone, looking or trying to find it and waving the phone around. So that I forgot to tell yesterday, and it really wasn't about the movie, which yesterday was about the movie. If you didn't catch that episode and you want to know about The Amateur, listen to yesterday's episode. But I thought, I'd just share this story of like, what the hell's wrong with people? We want to be exceptional people, and a part of being exceptional people is being courteous to others. It's just common courtesy and politeness, which sort of is lost among many people these days, which is really sad. People are so stuck into their own world, into their phones and so forth, that we don't have some of the civility that, we should have. Saying hello to people as you pass. You don't even notice them when you pass because you got your phone stuck in your face. You see that a lot. We don't have the hello, how are you, to strangers like, we used to have. We got people, using their phones in movie theaters, restaurants, talking loudly and interrupting other people. Or you just get the table where they're all on their phone and not even partaking with each other. Now, I use a phone a lot. I use it for business. And you see my social media, I post, but I know when to put the phone away. Okay. I use it as a tool. I don't let it use me. And if it dings or buzzes and I'm in the middle of something, I don't have to answer it. I will let it go to voicemail. I'll answer it on my time. That's what you need to do too. Use it as a tool. Don't be controlled by it. And don't let it get in the way of interacting with people that you want to be interacting with and develop those relationships. And don't let it turn you into a rude, selfish individual like people in the movie theaters that want to flash their flashlights or have their bright screens, or restaurants talking loud and doing this or that. You see the people going through the checkout line on their phone. I know a place here in town, there's a big sign. We'll be glad to help you when you're done with your phone call. They won't help you if you're trying to be on your phone and order at the same time, which is good. You should have the respect to put your phone away when you're dealing with the person that's helping you. It pisses me off when I see that, people going through the checkout line at the supermarket, and they're on their phone and completely ignoring the person that's helping them. Put your damn phone away and say hello and have some interaction with the person that's helping you. That's my rant today. What the hell's wrong with people doing this kind of stuff? If you agree with me, put a comment and go out there and try to make a better world. If you think I'm full of it, you can tell me that too. You can have your head stuck in your phone. You can ignore people. You can be rude and selfish. And if you do choose to be like that, you're definitely not the exceptional kind of person that we aim to be. That's my sermon for today. Go out, make it a fantastic Friday. We'll see you tomorrow and talk about a few books.